Hi, I'm David Mathuva, a senior faculty member at Strathmore Business School, and I'm here to talk a bit about research and a new tool that I have found very useful when it comes to doing matters research or even thinking of research, be it basic or applied research. And that is the tool we've been calling the pitching research tool, which has proved to be very useful when it comes to carrying out research at whichever level you may think of. Now, what is this tool all about? The pitching research tool, originally founded by Professor Robert Pfaff, it helps a researcher conceptualize his or her study in a manner that is carefully thought and in a very logical way, in such a way that you have the study thought through from the very beginning to the very end in a very logical manner. This tool can help you in different ways, of course, when it comes to research and research engagement at university level. One way, and I've found this very useful, is when you as a researcher, you as an academic, want to carry out research, possibly to address a given problem in an area. The tool can help you think, conceptualize, and critically analyze the research idea that you have in a manner that by the end of it, you're able to have some clarity in what it is that you want to achieve. For instance, I've carried out research in areas like savings behavior, and I found this tool very useful because at the end of the day, it gets me thinking, first, what is it that I want to contribute in existing research? What is it that I want to bring in? What's new? And I mean, why would this study be carried out? So in a way, by using the tool, you are able to carefully think through the various aspects of it. And that is one area you can apply. Since I got to know about this tool, I have used it in my research and the many papers that I've published. I would say even at this level, I have been able to publish 7 papers in reputable journals just because of this tool that has gotten me thinking. I have been able even to develop the pitch before even carrying out the research. And in so doing, I'm able to get a lot of clarity in what it is that I'm doing. And I mean, since 2014, I have utilized this tool in my various research engagements, and I've found it very useful. And one thing that has come out in my utilization of this tool is even the growth I see in myself when it comes to moving from one level to the next in terms of research, and even where I'm publishing. And this is in terms of the quality of the journal that I've been able to publish in. For example, if I started with a 2-star journal, I would say even been able to move even to a 3-star journal. If you started with a 1-star journal, you see yourself progressing as you critically think through your research idea, guided by the pitching research tool, and of course other things that you have to employ as you carry out your research. That is one benefit that I've found, in this tool. Next is in my teaching. I do teach research methods, for example, in the Master of Science in Development Finance at Strathmore Business School. And I have continuously used this tool to get my students critically think through their research ideas. And this tool has proven to be very useful. Initially, I would ask myself, where can I get a better approach to teaching research methods? And when I came across this tool, I said, wow, okay, in as much as this tool might be tailored to carry out research at higher levels, I believe it can even be applied at master level. It can be even applied at undergraduate level. And when I'm using this tool to teach my Master of Science in Development Finance students, I've found it very useful in terms of getting my students critically think about that which they want to do. And in a very phased step-by-step approach. And I'll talk about the elements in this tool that you can consider in whatever research engagement that you want to undertake. And by so doing, I've found the tool helping my students first conceptualize their research idea before starting with the traditional chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. This tool gets them thinking first, puts them in that mindset of research, and helps them critically think about their research idea and work it through step by step. And in fact, in my teaching, I do have the pitching research tool as one of the assessments they have to produce. the pitch. So each student is expected to produce a pitch of their research idea, and I get to assess this, give feedback, and then now they use that pitch with the improvements to move on now to the next stages of their research. Maybe if they're to move on to their first chapter, the literature review, and the research methodology, and the rest of the sections in their dissertation. And in so doing, students are able to see the essence, the need of carrying out research at this level, whether basic or applied. They kind of have an idea as to what the nuts and bolts of what is required when carrying out research of good quality. Third, I have also utilized this tool in engaging my doctoral students when supervising them. For instance, I get my student first develop a pitch, and one question I ask is, what makes you think there is something to study in this area? And in so doing, I get the student, kind of fill out the pitch, and as they fill, they critically think about their research idea and figure out whether there is any contribution they are likely to make, or it is an idea that may not, make a contribution out there. And that is out of their interaction with the pitching research tool. And in so doing, I've been able to get the students work through their ideas initially, before even starting anything formal, before starting writing the proposal, before even doing anything that we can say is now in line with the formalities of a PhD study. They get to do the pitch first, and then I get to assess, of course, with my co-supervisor, and we get to assist the student crystallize the idea before now they move on to developing the main sections of their proposal, so to speak. The fourth area is my engagement with peers. Through my interaction with the pitching research tool, I've been able to even get this message across to my peers. And I'm happy here at Strathmore University, I have some of my peers who have embraced this tool. And they tell me in the course of their teaching, at some point they do utilize this tool. And for me, I say this is a good thing, because it is a way of getting this idea, this tool, kind of institutionalized. Because I am convinced it's a very good tool in terms of getting people deal with this research related matters that, of course, are very important in a university setting. And when I hear my colleagues have utilized this tool, it's a very good thing for me, because it kind of makes me appreciate that we are all moving towards the same direction, getting students critically think about their research, getting my peers also critically think about their research, and all these are very good steps towards carrying out responsible research. I need to talk about this concept of responsible research. There is a network that, through the pitching research tool, we've been able to come together as academics, scholars, researchers world over, globally, and put together this network we are calling Inspires. We call it the Inspires. It's an international society where we try to promote responsible research. And if you want, you can always have a look at the website. Just Google and search pitching research, responsible science, and you'll get to see this kind of network. And you're most welcome, of course, to join this network and work with us as we work through matters responsible research. Of course, we do have some competitions which do run once in a while, getting people, compete in terms of seeing who can produce a very fantastic pitch, which is capable of, evolving to a full research paper, we're capable of making significant contribution.